Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the grand finals of this week's tournament. Today, we've got two great teams, Entropy versus wAPANDA. wAPANDA, obviously known as XMI, who we just saw watching, and this is the first time we get to see Entropy in action, of course. They played last week and only made it to the semifinals, and this is their shot to try and win it. I am Kaizen, joined here today by the magnificent and fantastic
Pencil right there. I just got to say thank you so much for the opportunity of today. Great matches, great experience so far. No complaints whatsoever. This has been an amazing day for a battalion competition, and just like that, we are running towards the races. wAPANDA versus Entropy here. Nobody has died yet, so this is gonna be very interesting. Entropy, a mastermind with that entry frag with the trench gun. Meanwhile, you see wAPANDA just trying to control that broken house. Meanwhile, Mastermind gets the better of Niels yet again. And Mastermind, I believe that was a 3K on Mastermind's behalf. And just like that, Dins will be the last player alive. 1v4, one team in a dream.
Yeah, it's very unlikely they'll go for this. Satan will clean it out, but they got some exciting maps. I didn't really get to say too much since the action side pretty much straight away. But looking at the veto, this is Liberation, which is Entropy's pick. And then after this, we have Mana, which is wAPANDA's, obviously, and then the decider being Coastal. So OG maps with OG teams. This should be exciting.
It already is exciting. I mean, you take a look at that triple kill by Mastermind, completely demolishing wAPANDA. Strategy grenades are coming in. Well, start with a nice double kill frag. Nielskin Blues go down. Very unfortunate situation. You had to see that grenade coming, but Zin takes out Samuel, and just like that, wAPANDA are. Ooh, but the LTR gets I believe he killed himself with the grenade, but nevertheless, Strofe and Dins. I mean, the damage is already done, though. It's only one player versus two. Can Dins and Strofe work their magic here?
That's the question. Zlatan in a pretty good angle, but he only gets a tank for his troubles. Oh, team kill again. Oh. This time from Strofe onto Dins, and he will fall from Joshua J himself. That's going to be the second round for Entropy. Oh, it's starting on the favored side.
That was a very unfortunate situation. First, you gotta first somebody kills himself with a grenade, and now I'm not sure. It's definitely probably. I don't know what to tell you there, but we got to talk about Keystar with that double kill entry with a grenade. Kai, I mean, that was that definitely set the tone for that round after Keystar pulled that double kill with the frag, and now Mastermind will be going towards the middle broken house. And what the LTR. Taking down Blue there, controlling Barnhouse, so very good pick. Jay himself has the info already, needs to back out. Mastermind picks up Samuel. Mastermind again, this man is a multi-kill machine. Taking down Strove, as it is Dins and Niels last players alive here. Dins returning the Fable with a nice double kill there, indeed. Meanwhile, Zin. Get a frag going, Dins. It'll be
interesting to see what Dins do here. He is going towards A, but towards B, but he doesn't have bomb. He's just looking for that rotating player, which is Zlatan, who has a shotgun and a carbine. But he has to go back towards A, and I think at some point they're going to realize that the bomb is dropped towards A. They are holding positions towards it, but
I mean, like if anything, Zin probably is the only player near.
Zin?
And Dins will commit to
talking about Zlatan?
Yeah, it's Zlatan?
Zlatan.
Zlatan. It's just it's ZTN, so I'm like, is it a Zin? I do apologize for that. First time seeing the player, but Dins will commit towards A, and nevertheless, Zlatan, they're ready with the trench gun. They're putting that trench gun to work, slowly approaching towards the site. Can he capitalize on the frag? But Dins takes on Keystar, but needs to be careful. Zlatan has the trench gun there. Dins spraying and praying. Can he go ahead and do it? Gets a smoke going. Zlatan will go for that defuse. Oh, and Dins by the nick of time, it gets the knife on Sledden. Kai, what a round we just saw. Again,
Yeah.
1v2 situation, and somehow wAPANDA.
1v3.
Oh yeah, excuse me, 1v3, and Dins managed to get away with it. 1-2, still in favor of Entropy.
Yeah, it was a great round from Dins. He played that perfectly, using like smoke to his full effectiveness. Maybe Keystar should have got him there. There's a question of debate there, but nonetheless, Dins played that superbly, and it'll be a question to see if Entropy can clap back, which Keystar does with a nice shot onto Samuel G with that car, and he is in a good angle at the arch, and the smoke's going to be effective. He either has to push in or push out. I like to see him push out and wait for a retake situation with the rest of his team, especially since the Lita falls on the stairs. Good E push in general from wAPANDA there.
That's correct. But the bomb is already planted, and you can take a look how well they're working nicely with these Thompson's coming into play at a map like Liberation. Not really a bad idea, obviously, to run with Thompson. Thompson's still a great gun, close, medium, even long range at the moment. So they're taking advantage of that, absolutely. But right now, Mastermind approaching with that trench gun. Slayton gets a double kill. Oh, right there, Mastermind goes down. Excuse me, Mastermind gets a shot on blue. What the damage is done. What a beautiful retake. Very brutal push. 3-1 now in favor of Entropy. Kai, talk to me about Entropy. This team seems to know what they're doing against wAPANDA.
Yeah, well, Entropy has been together for quite some time now, and this lineup went together fully at the start or at the release of Battalion, not pre-release, but some of these players did play together pre-release, like Zlatan, Kies, and Delita. Those three were together at the major. So you're going to see a little bit of chemistry there. And then, of course, Mastermind, he himself was at the major as well as Joshua, but for different teams. So these players are good, and they know how to play the game. Obviously, Liberation being one of the favorite maps at the moment. I think everyone is playing it. Like, a lot of people consider it the Dust 2 of Battalion.
Oh, yeah.
Just because you can do so much with it.
Fan favorite. Oh, yeah.
It's obviously the site which everyone goes to, but it's so easy and hard to defend at the same time, judging
that is
right.
Play. That is,
it's all about utility.
Oh yeah, smokes and grenades are a huge part, especially the smokes on a map like Liberation. But talk about the economy for a second here. Take a look at the economy for wAPANDA. Nothing. If they lose this round, it's a reset for them, and they're gonna have to play it very smart. Oh yeah, it would be a reset right now.
3 tokens.
Meanwhile, take a look. 2-1, 2-2-1. I mean,
if Entropy lose, they'll only get 2 tokens, and it's not a great buy if they go with that. So it's a crucial round for both teams.
Very. But right now, look at the aggressive play here, going forward with 30 seconds. Just Mastermind and Jay himself at the last 2 players remaining. And wAPANDA seems to have control of the bomb side. The bomb is already planted, just 40 seconds. Jay himself, approximately 1-shotter, so needs to get that health going. Mastermind, meanwhile, has control of the top area on B side. Oh, but gets a nice shot on Blues with that Car 98. 2v2 now. Mastermind gets a nice double kill with that Car 98, and they're going to go for it, Kai. They're really going to go for it. Strofe is the last player remaining with a trench gun, but unfortunately, Mastermind again coming huge with these multi-kills, and he gets an ace.
What a round from Mastermind. Absolute genius. Like, he almost gets the wallbang onto Strofe as well with the car. Like, if he hit that shot with the wallbang, I would have lost my mind. But great retake from Mastermind, single-handedly winning his team that round, and it was a crucial round, like we said. Now the economy can start to grow on Entropy. Same sort of story can be said for wAPANDA, as they are going to go for another buy. And a lot of Thompsons, a lot of smokes again, so they are probably going to go for another B play, smoking out the entire site. Hopefully to go quick. But these stop nades so effective from Entropy.
Absolutely, but you know, look at the. It's all Thompsons versus trench guns, but Sledden just gets taken down by Blues. You got 2 trench guns to work with. Keystar there putting the trench gun to work. Oh my God, what a shot! Keystar gets a shot on Samuel, double kill, but Niels there to save the day. The LTR just taking a shot to Strove. Strove again gets taken down, obviously, but it's a 2v2 really quick here. All these SMGs are putting into work. Meanwhile, Mastermind still has, keep in mind, he has the Kar 98. He can actually play from a far distance. And the trench gun also. Jay himself, just like that. Mastermind gets a shot on Nielsk and absolute destruction by Entropy.
That is a clear example of how you hold the B site, having those shotguns close and even holding in all the close angles. Like you saw the leader there, he hid behind the half wall, and they expected that area to be cleared just because they had Zlatan, who was close long, and then you had Kia, who was in yellow. So they used their players effectively on that B bomb site, shutting it down, and wAPANDA's going to question and going towards B again.
We take a look at said Mastermind is cheating, so that's a little bit of a mind game there. Even though he's his teammate, but still, Mastermind is just unstoppable with that Kar 98. This man is on a mission with his Kar 98. It finally gets taken down by Samuel, but the damage is done. I mean, take a look at the scoreboard for a second, Kai. It is 1-5 now, so they have enough room to breathe, if anything. Meanwhile, the economy of wAPANDA falling down again here, Kai. Nothing but just 2 tokens at the moment.
Yeah, and you have to really focus on the person who's behind this. It's Mastermind. He's the Mastermind of it all. He's on 14 kills to 3 deaths. The closest person to him is on 7 and 6, with that being Dins and Kiesa.
Correct. And then right now, take a look. They're just sitting there really comfortable. wAPANDA just, again, no movement. Samuel gets a peek, but misses a shot. Now Joshua himself picks a kill and gets a frag on Dins. And right now, things are not looking pretty. Started with that Kar 98 being a nuisance. Samuel gets taken down. Unfortunately, wasn't able to capitalize after he saw the player with 25 seconds remaining here. Strove, last player with that bar. Can he do something? Gets a nice double kill. Picks up the sniper here, ladies and gentlemen. 1v2 now. Trying to go for that plant. Fake planting. 15 seconds remaining. Remember, you only have 5 seconds to plant the bomb. If not, you are done for the round. In 6 seconds, here we go. He's going to go for it. Meanwhile, Kiesa approaching in slowly but surely. Secures the round, taking down Strove.
Another great round from Entropy there, even losing their main man, which was Mastermind. They played the angles correctly with the weapons they had. They had the car, and they hold the angles, the long-range angles that being, and got those crucial frags. And then when the time came to it, they played passive, which is what they needed to do as time was ticking.
Correct. And right now, I mean, they're sitting comfortable here.
Yeah.
There's really, I mean... What else is there to be said? Gets a nice frag there on entry, but what it matter at the moment, Samuel playing aggressively on mid side. Meanwhile, there's nobody. Market Mastermind pushing in towards the market with that Kar 98 and trench gun again, still surviving with that. Meanwhile, you got a wAPANDA. wAPANDA trying to, what it looks like, go to B. You can see they have about 3 smokes or so to work with. 2 smokes, pardon me. 2 smokes to work with. Right now, they have to play their cards right. Samuel entering, very nice job, taking down Mastermind here. Minute remaining, the bomb will be planted, using those smokes perfectly to their advantage. But oh no, the leader is there on Barnhouse, gets a double kill. The damage is done already. Zlatan gets a shot on Dins. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is looking ugly. 2v2 now. Bomb will try to be planted here. Can they go ahead and do it? Samuel from the back, not able to get the frag. He knows there's somebody on the top window there, but also needs to be careful. Zlatan rotating back with a Kar 98 towards the spot. Joshua himself in the mid house there. Bottom sniper nest bomb. Again, trying to fake it out. Remember, 5 seconds. Joshua himself picks up Samuel. Gets a nice shot. Blue. Can this be the moment of redemption? But Slayton there to pick it up. Mother of God, what a round here, Kai. 1-7, and it is not looking good whatsoever for one.
Yeah, what a great round for Deleter first off in Dark. Such a hard position to play in, especially once your opponents have the sight, but have the knowledge for knowing the wallbang angle for that, and then getting that second frag as Nils pushed in with the shotgun. That was the key moment there. It's too bad, yes, he did fall afterwards, after spamming through the wall again, trying to get that planter, which didn't happen, but still great run. But it does seem like they are going towards B, relentless B. That is what this map is about. And Samuel G again with the nice entries. He's done that consistently now.
And just like that, the bomb is already planted. So again, a very solid round, I might add. You can see Joshua. Oh, Joshua with the wall bang on Strove. You definitely hate to see that. Joshua is the last player remaining, but unfortunately, after that wall bang, Samuel is there to save the day. And what a day it was indeed. 2-7 now. Still, wAPANDA has a lot to work with here. I mean, so far, pushing really aggressively to B seems to be the plan at the moment. They try to go for A, and the majority of the time they've tried to go to A. Kai, they are not able to succeed. So hopefully with B, they're able to do so. 7-2.
Yeah, and they actually have an advantage, judging by the weaponry that you can see on Entropy. They do have 3 shotguns, which is favorable towards that B site, and it could cause a lot of damage. But if they went to A, it would have been a different story. So Nils does manage to get one, but quick trade from Zlatan, and Zlatan wants more, and you can see a nice peek from him, gets that extra one. His teammate backing him up with Joshua, and he gets the last one. The shotgun's working supreme, and that's why they're so effective towards that B side. But what I was going to say was, the fact that Entropy was getting so many cars, it caused their economy to fall drastically despite having such a massive lead. So if they actually did go towards A there, wAPANDA, and they had that knowledge, it probably would have been a different route.
It's just
What I feel is like, and we can see the information, obviously.
Yeah, but of course. But I mean, I feel like the problem with A was they took long to go for A, and meanwhile B, they're trying to stick. They're trying to play it aggressively, but on A, the majority of the time, it's just they played really slow on A. I believe that's. I feel like that's what, you know, was not the plan. And but right now, Dan's needs to be careful though. Somebody throw a grenade there, trying to avoid Dan's Blue. Meanwhile, Blue is trying to go for that B. Niels as well, but Niels needs to be careful with that range. Obviously, you can only do so much with the trench gun. Slowly trying to go in. Slayton with a nice jump shot. Mark it. Slayton just trying to stay alive as much as he can. Has a bar and a trench gun now.
Yeah, let's see what Zlatan can do with that shotgun. The remaining 2 players are towards B long, and I think they have some inkling, especially after seeing the frags thrown. Blues does manage to take down Kista, who was alone on site. He probably could have stayed behind the smokes, and there was causing some danger, but luckily Mastermind's there to back up his teammate, and I think that's the main thing. They've always been seen to have a teammate backing him up. You even saw there, they was playing a duo system, only Kier was alone, which is great way to play this map, and especially when it's a 2 versus 4.
Absolutely, and I mean, we can talk all we want here, we can cast all we want here, Kai, but I think it's self-explanatory as Entropy just seems to be the better team on this map, and it's a long deficit that wAPANDA needs to work with. But the way Entropy is playing, you know, people with Car 98s and wall bangs, and very well set up here, and very nice teamwork, very good use of the smokes. After all, like you said in the beginning, utilities are very important on this map, and right now Mastermind is just Mastermind and Slayton is just destroying at this point.
Yeah, in between those two, they have 30 frags. Just those 2 alone on this team. And you can tell that they've been practicing this map so much, and that's the main difference. And this is Entropy's pick, so it should be expected that we do see them to be the more dominant team. But to be this dominant, that is a testament to how good these players are.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, take a look at the scoreboard. Like you said, Mastermind 17-7, 13-5. These 2 individuals are just, they're not human. They're playing like robots right now. I swear, it's like they see somebody, and the moment you see them spectating, they just getting kills. It's just, and now they got for the offensive side. So I'm really curious to see how Entropy plays this offense on this map. First time I'm seeing Entropy, so it's nothing but a pleasure. But really curious to see how they're going to be playing offense here.
Yeah, and I have had the pleasure to watching them play several times, and even got to cast them play against Avenue, which they actually beat today. Last time they did lose, and they lost on this map as well. And watching them play now, they have come so far in just a span of a week. It's honestly great to
That's impressive.
see that. And the team play seems to be much better than it was, and the individualism just seems to be shining a lot more, which is what you also want from a team like this. And they are pushing towards that A side. Let's see if they can hold it this time.
Denson Neal's trying to be that wall, if you will, trying to stop the push. And it just so happens that this might just work. Slayton and Deleter are the last two players, but Strove is there while Blue picks a kill on Deleter. 3-10 now. It's again very nice stop, very nice defense by wAPANDA. I mean, if they keep this up, we could actually, they can get a few rounds here and there. But the question is, will it be enough? Again, first time I'm seeing these two teams play, but Entropy just seems like they have an answer for almost everything that wAPANDA throws at them. So as you can see right now, not enough. Economy is, here and there. You got a trench gun. You got one smoke on Entropy's side, however. So take a look, and just like that, that smoke is gone unless somebody picks it up. I'm not really sure, but no smokes to work with now, Kai. No smokes.
They used the smoke towards mid.
Even so, the damage is already done, as you can clearly see. Himself had the smoke. Gets taken down. 3v2, 2v5 now, excuse me. Dance picks a kill on Keystar right now. So Mastermind, Deleter are the last two players alive. Deleter gets a nice headshot on Blues. Taking his time with 1 minute 5 remaining. I'm sure he has to know somebody's on top of the spawn. Deleter again, Dins with a nice kill. Misses, gets a shot there, misses, has to back out, but unfortunately Dins and Samuel working nicely together, deleting the deleter, if you will.
Yeah.
4-10.
I like what you did there, but 4-10, they are making a comeback, and that first round did help a lot, and they're probably going to try and get this round as well since they're coming again. Still not improved yet for Entropy. It's going to be the 4th round in the second half that you're going to start seeing some more weapons. Saturn does pick up a shotgun, and they do have a lot of smoke, so that's probably going to be expected and be pushed normally, but they are heading towards A, which is interesting to see what they do with that smoke. A lot of smoke towards that mark area, one towards triple, it seems like, which I actually find interesting.
But I mean, you take a look at what they're doing. You see those smokes, and I believe there's going to be an A push. Meanwhile, they're so quick in controlling broken side. Strove gets the kill. Mastermind. They're going for it. No fake. Strove and Dins. Strove with a nice double frag. Dins right behind Strove, but Slayton is there with that trench gun. Strove gets taken down right now. 3v2, 1 minute remaining. Samuel gets the better of Slayton. Can he go ahead and finish it off? The leader, last player alive here. Wonder what he'll be doing. Still running with a carbine, misses a shot, so obviously he's already exposed. He's actually one shot with that shotgun. Needs to be careful though. Somebody might jump in and murdered him, and just like that, Samuel jumping like a rabbit with a shotgun, taking down the leader. 5-10. So again, very sloppy rounds. They're barely winning these rounds, Kai. I mean, it is what it is. Win is a win, but they're barely winning these.
Now, this is the real question. This is what I'm talking about. This is the round which is the most important round. They've got the buy, and if they win this round, they can start creating an economy. The economy is still not great on wAPANDA just yet. The only person which has a great economy is Samuel G. And they've got all the smokes and utility. And I have to say, the last round, I actually kind of like what Entropy did there with the smokes. Maybe a little bit too hesitant on some of the pushes, and it didn't get the frags, but that smoke idea was interesting, and I would like to see how that works in the future.
I'm sure they know exactly what they're doing and why they did it. Samuel taking down the leader again. The leader not having the best time so far, getting killed quickly there for the thing. I believe this is a 3rd time in a row for the leader, but either way, slowly approaching 4v5 now, ladies and gentlemen. You can clearly see there's somebody on that top of the B side. And you can see how Joshua himself backing out, gathering his health regen back. jumps in, gets a quick scope, misses, but Mastermind's there to save the day. Meanwhile, Dan's covering the middle. Slayton takes down Niels with a very nice trade. Samuel with that trench gun. Strove finally gets the kill there. Blue finishes off Mastermind 6-10, and now we're down to 4 rounds to tie it up here.
Yeah, and Entropy's economy not growing because they lose once again, and at the moment their pushes seem to be completely denied, and wAPANDA's defense is at the so strong compared to their attack. It was 10-2 at the start of this half. Now it's 10-6.
But it puts things into perspective, Kai. I mean, you can see how obviously if you play your cards right, you know, certain sides do make a difference. It's obviously, you know, you got to play your cards right. But right now, wAPANDA seems more defensive ready than offense. So right now they're definitely, I mean, it's definitely they're looking good on defense. The question is, do they have enough time to bring it back? Obviously, but meanwhile, wAPANDA on the defensive side seem better in my opinion than the offensive side. So either way, it's a 4v4. Slayton gets taken down, and Nails also is down here. And you can see how Entropy now, they're taking their time for this B push. Joshua himself picks up Blue. And right now you can see they're slowly approaching in towards the bomb.
Yeah, and going back to what you're saying, that they're taking their time. It is like they are waiting for the pushes of wAPANDA, so that's something which they've noticed that wAPANDA are doing when they push. You can see that they're prepared for Samuel G pushing from flank straight away. There was 3 players ready for it. So they are reading wAPANDA very comfortably now. Even the nade kill, very good, and it's all up to Strove with a car. He's going to struggle against 3 players, and they're playing is so nice. They're playing so passively, just waiting for him to peek. Allowing the leader time to get into that round. So they managed to get the 11th round, first round on the attack. 2 rounds away from winning this map.
That is exactly what's going to happen here. 2 more rounds away. Now wAPANDA, like you said before, time is running out. You're running out of room to breathe. You either make it or you don't, and it looks like the first map will be going towards Entropy's favor. Mastermind, oh my lord, Jesus Christ. Definitely hate to start like that. Mastermind with a nice headshot with the carbine. This is not looking pretty. Dins gets a nice shot on Kiastar. Both teams are trading off. Ooh, Mastermind with that nice grenade. Out of nowhere there, Dins were trying to retaliate, but Mastermind will, but the leader will be there to save the day. The leader again with a nice double kill there. From what it seems, Niels gets taken down. Strove is the last player. Bad call there. Unfortunately, he got on top of the tower. I'm pretty sure he thought about jumping or backing out, but just as he was retreating.
So that end was
sir, indeed, and Kai, I mean, there's nothing else to say here. It could be the GG we were talking about.
Yeah, it could definitely be the GG, especially since the utility and economy not really too favoring wAPANDA side and favoring more Entropy side, but they do have shotguns, and that's the important key thing. They have shotguns heading towards B. It'll be interesting to see if they can get the job done and keep this game going, or this map going anyway.
But take a look at the score there. Niels gets the first frag. Trying to create some opening here. Dance as well. Trying to create an opening. Trying to stay alive as much as they can. Meanwhile, Mastermind leading the charge bottom house with that Springfield. Oh, but Dins gets the best out of Mastermind. Very brutal shot by Dins, saving the day. As you can see, Mastermind acknowledging that headshot. It was a very good shot indeed. Blue there after Dins. So Joshua himself will be the last player remaining for Entropy as he gets the headshot, but unfortunately Niels is there to save the day. 7-12 now.
Yeah, and they picked up the weapons which Entropy obviously dropped. Din's having a scope now, as well as Niels picked himself a scope as well. Scope and shotgun coming, but Entropy's economy is still pretty decent. Like you can see, Delita's picking up the scope. Still got a few smokes here, as well as shotguns to work with. Kiastar really the only one on a grease gun, but he has a nade, and it's important that he gets a frag of that nade.
That is absolutely right. And right now you can see how weak Entropy is, but right now they're getting that health back. And curious to see what's gonna happen here. Right now, Slayton on market side with the trench. Meanwhile, Mastermind picks a frag on Samuel. Oh, but Blue adding insult to injury there with that a knife behind the smoke. Talk about embarrassing, but Mastermind instead of shot him down. And I believe everybody that was a big X there, but Mastermind being a hero, avenging the death of his teammate there. 3v4 now, 50 seconds. Niels trying to control the middle, but oh, and Mastermind gets taken down. Niels flicking with that shotgun. Strobe there taking out Keystart. So right now it's a matter of the leader and Joshua himself. Now the leader in middle of the street there, mid street, right behind Joshua himself. Will they be committing towards B? It looks like at this point the best thing you can do is commit towards the B, and Dins denies the entrance at the top. Meanwhile, the leader gets a nice shot, and Dins 20 seconds remaining, 1v2. And again, Kai, you know we've seen so many great 1v2s throughout the entire afternoon. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. 45, Delator with a headshot on Nils. Can it happen? Strove is the last player pushing in with that card 98, so it's a bold action versus bold action. Meanwhile, Strove has the trench gun. That's a secondary weapon. This is looking really solid here. And Delator with the shot, taking down the threat there. GG, ladies and gentlemen. What a match did we just see?
What a first man Mastermind, going absolutely insane as well as Zlatan, but the leader at the end there. What a clutch with the scope. The first kill which he gets was a guy at window with a no scope. Second kill, nice quick scope. And then the third, Strove jumping with a shotgun, and he was able to take him down. What a end to the game. It was such an exciting game. We'll be going to Manor House very, very soon. I'm sure the players want to get into it straight away, and I'm sure I myself want to get in straight away as well as you. So I think we'll go into a little break while the players cool down and get prepared for the second map. But if you're viewing this right now, stay tuned for this.
Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen. Stick around. It's going to be very, very good. We'll see you in a few